Oh, he's sitting back down. Oh, I'm sorry.
Welcome parents, guardians, and students to the Chapel Hill-Chauncy Hall School commencement exercises for the class of 2018. Thank you for joining us on this beautiful yet really humid day. I would like to introduce you to some special guests that are with us today. Commencement speaker, Tracy Chimo. Board Chair, B.J. Rudman. A distinguished list of dedicated trustees including Margaret Allen, Rhonda Bentley-Lewis, Chuck Black, Sylvina Chumenkovich, Ben Geese, Mark Hardman, Alden Harrington, Babu Krishnamurthy, Deb Mayhew, Charlotte Merrill, Tom Mulvihill, B.J. Rudman, Bill Ryan, and Jenna Lee Ward. I'd also like to thank special guest, former head of school Don Grace, and former chair of the Visual Arts Department, Dick Allen, for being here today. I would also like to thank members of the class of 2019 for their assistance in this morning's ceremony. Our junior marshals, Noah Gittleman-Egan and Malachi Longmore. As well as our junior ushers, Kathleen Curry, Caroline Gager, and Gus Vaughn. I'm honored to welcome back and introduce today's commencement speaker, Tracy Chimo. Many of you experienced meeting Tracy and or hearing her remarks at our extraordinary April 13th campaign kickoff celebration. Today we welcome Tracy back to campus to share further reflections on how her adolescent engagement in the arts transformed her life as an adult. For those who may not be aware, Tracy Chimo is an incredibly talented, dynamic actress with local roots on the North Shore of Boston. She's appeared in amazing shows and movies such as Orange is the New Black, People of Earth, and the movie Sully. Not too long ago, the New York Times reviewed one of her Broadway performances and described Tracy as an actress with startling versatility. And recently, she finished filming the National Geographic Emmy-nominated series Genius Picasso, where she plays Gertrude Stein opposite of Antonio Banderas. The executive producers for this fantastic series are Brian Grazer and Ron Howard. That's pretty cool. Tracy has also established herself as a visiting performance artist and educator for the CHCH arts community. As a good friend of our theater director, Becca Lacoste, we see Tracy from time to time here on campus, occasionally working with our theater students and helping with our stage productions. Her passion for the arts is undeniable, and it has taken her far. Please join me in welcoming this year's talented commencement speaker and dear friend of the school, Tracy Chimo.
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me here. It's so interesting because being here this morning actually brings me back to the day that I graduated from high school. Can you hear me, by the way? Yeah? It was a day that was filled with hope and excitement, mixed with a little bit of sadness as we all said goodbye to friends who were going off to college and faraway places. But it was a thrilling time, knowing that we were leaving our childhood behind to go out and grab life and experience new things, see places we've never been to, and chase our dreams. For me, graduation was a little scary. I envied my friends who knew what they wanted to do and who were going to their top choice schools. I graduated high school in a leg brace. I had just blown out my knee in an accident and I was about to have reconstructive surgery. I'd lost my dance scholarship to my top choice school, which was Emerson College, and my parents couldn't afford to send me there without my dance scholarship. So I've been dancing since I was 3 years old. It was really all I knew how to do. And while I was active in our high school drama club, I didn't think pursuing a career in acting was possible. I just did it because it was fun and I loved all the people. I didn't know that actors make money. I didn't know any actors. I hadn't grown up around any professional actors. Tom Hanks is not my dad. I don't have any connections in the business. My mom was a dance teacher, and that was the plan for me. I was supposed to go to college, study dance, graduate, maybe try to dance professionally for a little while, and then when my body couldn't take it anymore, teach. So instead of pursuing a degree in dance choreography in Emerson, I was headed to my safety school, Salem State. And I had no idea what my major was going to be, or what classes I'd be taking, or if I would even like it there. So to say I was a little scared at my high school graduation is an understatement. But seeing how that was 21 years ago, I do feel I've gained some great perspective about the situation that I was in on that sunny day in June of 1997. And I'd like to share with you all some of the knowledge that I've learned on my travels since that day, and what I would say to my younger self in preparation. First off, nobody has life all figured out. And no one can ever really know what path you should take, and no one can predict the future. This world is a very mysterious place, and something I wish I knew at 18 is that it's okay to not know what the future holds. It's okay to be unsure of what's in store for you. Life has a very funny way of revealing where you should be, or maybe where you would be happier. And I believe that wherever you are today is exactly where you need to be. For instance, I didn't know the reason I injured my leg and lost my dance scholarships 2 months before my high school graduation was because I was actually meant to major in performing arts, graduate from college with honors, move to New York City, and become an actor. How could I have known that? My whole life up until that point, I thought I was supposed to be a dancer. That was the plan, the plan. We all have a plan, right? We all think we know how our life is supposed to look. I'm 39 years old and I still think I have a plan. I don't have the plan. I don't have it all figured out. The only difference is now I understand that things sometimes happen that can cause us to change course and guide us down a path that may surprise us. But most importantly, I have learned to breathe during those times. There's going to be events that happen in your life that may totally rock you. And I invite you at this stage of your young lives to welcome those moments with open arms, because you don't know the pleasant surprises that they may bring you. Some of you may be heading to college. Some of you may be taking time to travel the world. Others may be taking a year off to figure out what your dream is. Wherever you are at or whatever you are pursuing, do it with your whole heart. Work hard, stay focused, set goals for yourself, and just watch your life open up. After college, I went to New York to pursue acting as a career. Once again, I thought I had it all figured out. I had a plan. After 7 years of struggling there, going on auditions almost every single day, seeing shows, trying to meet as many people as I could, working all kinds of jobs just so I could pay my rent. I was a waitress, I was a bartender, a dog walker, a nanny, a telemarketer, and I cut keys at a little hardware store in the East Village. I just wanted to give it all up after a while because I was working my tail off and nothing was happening. I couldn't get a job as an actor. So I decided to give it all up and I was going to go back to school. I was going to move to Miami and study to be a dolphin trainer. Yes, that's what I was going to do. I thought this was the best idea. This was before all the horrible news broke out about the treatment of wildlife at SeaWorld and the cruelty that actually got them their start. I really wanted to work at SeaWorld before I knew this. And I was going to pack my bags, I was going to say goodbye to New York and the theater and go swim with dolphins. I was all set. About a month before I was leaving the city, I got a phone call from a very small theater in the downtown area to be in one of their shows. And they weren't going to pay me anything. It was like a 2-week run, I think. And it was a company that had great connections in the industry, actually. And I thought, okay, I'll do it. So I postponed my move to Miami, and I did the show. As it turns out, a producer from Sundance was in the audience one night, and he asked me if I would come to their new play festival in Utah and be in a production. And I said yes. I met more people in the film and television and theater world in 1 month at Sundance than I had met in 7 years in New York City. One connection from Sundance led to another, which led to another, which led to another. And a year later, I was making my Broadway debut at the Walter Kerr Theater on 48th Street. My face, my face was actually up on the marquee, surrounded by lights, and I was beside myself. I used to walk into work every day on Broadway and just think, how did I get here? How did this happen? But I did it. I made it to Broadway. And my point in telling you this story about how I got my start is hopefully to inspire you to chase after your dreams no matter what people may say, or no matter how far-fetched they may sound. You know, when I told people that I was moving to New York to be an actor, everyone thought I was nuts. Everyone said I was crazy. People, my whole family, they were like, okay, yeah, so you'll be back in about a year, right? Good luck. It doesn't matter what folks say. It doesn't matter what other people's opinions of your dreams are. You have to go out and do what feels right to you. Don't sit back and wait for something to happen. Go into the world and make choices. Make big ones. Make bold ones. Because even if you're running towards something that might not be right for you, in my case it was dolphin training, I would have been terrible at that, but holy cow, I was going to do it. I was going to go after it with everything I had. However, life pulled me back to where I was meant to be. My instinct kept saying to me, no, I think you should stay. Do this little play for no money. And I thank God that I followed that voice because I didn't leave. And it brought me on a path that made me a lot happier. You know, you all have an instinct too. And it's that voice that we all hear deep within that guides you on your own life. And as you leave school and you venture out into the world, it will start to speak a little louder to you to help you structure your path. Your heart is young. It is full of life. And if you take anything from what I've shared with you today, just please remember this. Have the courage to follow your heart. You will fall from time to time, because we all do. Get back up and keep trying, because you will never regret not trusting yourself. Follow those instincts. Allow your hearts to be open. Fill your minds with knowledge, your hands with experience. Chase after life, and believe me, it will run with you. God bless you on all of your journeys, and go get them. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Thank you, Jason. Hangyu Lee arrived in 10th grade from Beijing, China, and immediately made a positive impression with his inclusive nature and desire to connect with and learn from others. He has universally earned the admiration and respect of our small community and has worked hard to contribute to the success of the community as a whole. Lee is as passionate about math as he is about fitness. And whether he is solving systems of nonlinear equations with Mr. Daniels, or cranking out one last rep on the bench press, he works with a smile on his face at all times. He is incredibly genuine and altruistic, and believes others just as much as he believes in himself. I am pleased to announce that Lee will be attending my wife's alma mater in the fall, the University of Virginia. Please welcome the intellectually, socially, and muscularly talented Hangyu Lee.
Hello everyone. I want to start my speech with a thank you. I'd like to thank my mom. Thank you, Mom, for sending me to Chapel Hill. Most importantly, thank you for paying my tuition. I still remember the first day I came to this country, January the 4th, 2016. When I arrived at Logan Airport, the custom officer asked me to take my I-20 form out of the folder. My answer was, "What?" At that point, I was so nervous, and I was like, "Dude, please don't send me back to China." After going through customs, the school sent a Lincoln limo to pick me up. By the way, that was the first and the only time riding in a limo provided by the school. However, I was too nervous to enjoy myself in the limo, and I sat perfectly straight, like an elementary school boy. Hill-Chauncy Hall was an entirely new world for me, and I had a great experience here. I was delighted when I got into the University of Virginia, and I wanted to destroy the whole world when I was denied from UK. I enjoyed the moment when I got into the National Honor Society, and I was disappointed when I got CIP for Ubering to Chinatown. I cherished the opportunity to serve as an RA in the dorm, and I also felt angry when someone called me names and chased me in the hallway. Like all the international students, I also experienced culture shock. I still remember a time in chemistry class in my sophomore year. Miss Williams handed my test back face down. I was very scared. In China, this means you have earned a very low score, and the teacher doesn't want you to cry in front of him. I put my test on the desk and took a deep breath before I flipped the tape over. A red 97 caught my eye. That was the first time I understood how fair a teacher can be. No matter how high or low your grade, here you are a student with the potential to succeed. According to Northwestern University researchers, teachers' expectations are the most important factors in determining student outcomes. But I think the most important factor is mindset. I learned from Ms. Dinko that people can have two distinct mindsets, a growth mindset and a fixed mindset. People with growth mindsets like to analyze their mistakes and accept new challenges. Before I came here, I made fun of a girl who couldn't even stand on third floor balcony for fear of heights, only to discover that I was the guy who couldn't even stand on second floor balcony. I was afraid of heights, and I tried my best to overcome it. Unfortunately, each time I failed because I didn't push myself hard enough. 2 years ago, I joined rock climbing after purchasing accident insurance. But Mr. Bailey and Ms. Sotto didn't kill me. They showed me some techniques to stay close to the wall and how safe rock climbing can be. With their help and encouragement, I conquered the fear in my heart, and I can climb many difficult walls with my awesome partners, Yu-Chen and David. If I could choose one thing to share, one thing that I have picked up in my experience here, that we can bring with us to college and beyond, it would be having a growth mindset. I'm not saying that your GPA is not important, otherwise I will not be standing here. But a GPA is nothing compared to your mindset, because your mindset determines whether you have the courage to conquer a new challenge or not. If you have a growth mindset already, great. If not, my point is, go to WikiHow and follow the instructions to turn your big mindset into a growth mindset. In simplest terms, don't be afraid to try new things. You will never know the result, and your fear will cease to be a barrier in your life. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. It is my sincere honor to address you all today. I don't know what should I say right now, since I'm eager to go to my dream school, UVA. But on the other hand, I don't want to leave CHCH. Hill-Chauncy Hall, thank you for giving me 2.5 amazing years. Thank you for always being here when I need you. Next year, I'm not sure if I can drive 10 hours back to visit you. But if I'm back, I will sit on the grass and talk to you like an old friend. Finally, I want to say congratulations to my fellow graduates. Today, we complete an important chapter of our educational life and begin anew. Congratulations, CHCH class of 2018. I wish you all a bright, successful future. Thank you.
Since freshman year, Jawen Vivian Lee has not only conquered any challenge she's encountered, she's actively sought them out. She's intellectually curious and courageous. Vivian manages to excel at nearly everything she does, but doesn't shy away from risk for failure or risk of fear. From creating a music education program at a local preschool to serving as a co-leader for this year's Relay for Life, Vivian finds joy in all she does and works to share that joy with others. She inspires people, but would tell you it is she who is inspired by others. Next year, Vivian will inspire fellow Huskies up and down Huntington Avenue at my big brother's alma mater, Northeastern University. Please welcome the gifted and gracious, the multi-linguistically loquacious Vivian Lee.
Hill-Chauncy Hall class of 2018. I am very, very honored that I'm now delivering one of the last speeches that you will hear before high school graduation. When Mr. Riggs first found me and told me of this, I was like, whoa, what? I'm now the official student as applauded by some Chinese parents and also generally means the #1 nerd in the 2018 class. Then it makes me feel better when I realize that our student body is small. So anyway, this nerd who is supposed to be good at studying, who is still enjoying the relief of post-senior press in March, needs to deliver a funny and meaningful speech in front of all of you lovely, intelligent people. Good luck with that, and here we go. Everyone is uniquely talented, and I can name at least one characteristic from each of you here, class of 2018, that I can learn from. I do believe that the reason why I'm here to deliver this speech for you is because I'm lucky. I have the nicest teachers who always encourage me through all means, in a school that offers engaging classes that fosters a passion for learning. Compared to all my Chinese friends in Shanghai, my high school learning experience has never been miserable, thank God. When my friends are assigned to memorize 10 Asian poems that will be tested on the next day for no specific reason, I'm here practicing an enjoyable music piece that I love, or observing a lab conducted by my dearest teachers. I'm given the precious opportunity to be in charge of my own time to do what I want to do here. And these passions have had a huge influence on my learning experience. So what has happened over our time here? We have survived mandatory closed weekends, and we complained when we weren't given snow days. We have cultivated good sleeping habits when dorm parents check on us at lights out. We have struggled to carry huge storage boxes to pack, and unpack, and pack again. We have also formed extremely close relationships with each other and our wonderful teachers and their families. We have all raised flags that symbolize our cultures and unity. We have celebrated our beautiful diversity again and again. All of those stories and traditions of Chapel Hill-Chauncy Hall School are what make our experience unique. We are fortunate that we have high school as a time to test our limits, and perhaps unfortunate that this can also lead to embarrassing moments. No matter how many alarms you need to set to get up in the morning, or how many times you have done something you didn't want to do in order to look cool, we all have begun to find our limits, beliefs, and values. Our discomfort and sometimes awkward experience help us gain self-awareness. But know that the sense of self is subject to change. Always consider our fundamental principles for ourselves and for our society. But welcome new ideas and people into our lives as we journey toward greater self-discovery. Class of 2018, I hope we can forever be the audacious, childish teenagers who stubbornly and firmly believe we can achieve all of our unrealistic dreams. I hope we will soon learn to be selfless, motivated, and mature to be ready for new challenges. We should never underestimate our individual influence in our community, and we need to look no further than this community and the impact we have made. Every attempt might only look like a progress or even a failure to us, but can have the potential power to change others' lives. I am so proud of everyone from the class of 2018. We made it. We showed the admission officers of college what we get and balanced our interests towards choosing the best fit. Graduation of high school does not mean no more schools. It means the exact opposite. More instant ramen, coffee, paper, more exams that matter more expectations from parents and even from ourselves. Blah, 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 blah. I could go on forever, but at the same time, I want to cut it all. Life should be full of celebrations, and today, celebrate this commencement, this new beginning, one that is built upon a shared experience here at Hill-Chauncy Hall School. Yes, we will begin from zero, and it is a wonderful thing. Thank you. Congratulations.
Mr. B.J. Rudman, Chair of the Board of Trustees, will now present the diplomas to the members of the class of 2018. I would also like to invite the Vice Chair of the Chapel Hill-Chauncy Hall School Alumni Council and member of the class of 2010, Sean Mulvihill, to join us on the dais for the presentation of Alumni Society membership certificates. As Mr. Mulvihill and Mr. Rudman prepare, I'd also like to introduce and recognize our Assistant Head of School, Josh Bubar. We thank Josh for his incredible service to the school. In fact, as some of you may recall, Josh was last year's recipient of the Chapel Hill-Chauncy Hall Society Prize, given for outstanding service to the school. This year, please join me in recognizing the winner of the same prize, which was awarded during last night's baccalaureate ceremony, Ms. Maura Henry. This morning, as members of the class of 2018 come forward to accept their diplomas, you will notice that 11 seniors were wearing gold cords that represent their acceptance into the National Honor Society. We now invite each of our graduates to come forward for recognition as his or her name is announced. Hamza Amis. Kevin Andrade. Khan Bui. Hunter Carden. Prashant Shavali. Lucas Courtney. Phoebe Elizabeth Dobbin. Callie Dano. Summer Eels. Alexander Estrada. Nicholas Estrada. Daniel Hadelman. Xavier Hardman. Isabel Hazard. Julia Ming Yuet Khan. Lily Mann Kaplan. Noah Carton. Sarah J. Katz. Adam J. Kimball. Leah Kostick. Luisa Guadalupe Lebret Gonzalez. Hungyu Lee. Jawen Lee. Taiwan Luo. Jackson Luster. Nathan Michael Morvai. Natasha Ramirez Scott. Amy Mita Russell. Ovadia Samuel Sherry Simha. Ethan Snow. Isabella Swanton. Patricia Trocoli. Josh Tsai. Angela Velasquez. Ashley A. Ward. Shemaya Williams. Daniela Worcester Barnes. Mong Mong Si. Yuchen Zhao. Zharong Zhang. As is tradition at commencement ceremonies throughout the country, I would now like to invite the graduates to turn their tassels to signify that you are indeed graduates. To the class of 2018, this is both your day of looking back on your time as a student here, reflection, and looking ahead to what you want to do with the lessons learned along the way, projection. I hope that today is a day for expressing gratitude to the people who have made this day possible for you, parents, family members, guardians, teachers, staff, trustees of the school, mentors, close friends. This is, without question, also a day to celebrate you and your accomplishments. For 190 years, the school has honored its graduates through commemorative events such as this. I look forward to simultaneously hearing of your great accomplishment in the years ahead, as well as continuing the good work of preparing future chargers for a rapidly changing society. Speaking of lessons to be learned for a life yet to live, Tracy Chimo's commencement address provides some heartfelt advice worth reiterating. Recall that Tracy concluded her remarks with the following counsel. Have the courage to follow your heart. You will fall from time to time, because we all do. Get back up and keep trying. You will never regret not trusting yourself. Follow your instincts. Allow your hearts to be open. Fill your minds with knowledge and your hands with experience. Chase after life, and believe her, it will run with you. So much to unpack there, but all really good stuff. Capture these themes: courage, love, persistence, trust, openness, and pursuit. They're all in there. All such great characteristics to embrace in the journey ahead, graduates. Know that we, the faculty and staff of CHCH, absolutely believe that you are worthy and valuable to our society as you commence your journey forward. You are ready. Know that we have the confidence in your competence. Know that we value your asymmetrical excellence and gifts in so many different directions. As a school, our vision will continue to be rooted in establishing Chapel Hill-Chauncy Hall as a distinguished institution for differentiated teaching and learning within that multiple intelligences framework. We will continue to understand and appreciate the many ways in which students learn, discovering multiple entry points for learning for you each and every day. And as you set forth from this campus to journey into the world, I challenge you with the same proposition that I've challenged previous classes. Will you use this degree to prove that you are the smartest person in the room? Or will you spend that capital to assert the need for a much larger room? A room that includes a lot of different kinds of smarts. I hope the latter. Our role and responsibility has been to push you to be alert, eager, empathic, and intellectually capable young people. We hope that we have taught you to flourish and to spread your wings as far as they possibly can reach. Follow your dreams, Chargers. Stretch your comfort zones. Be compassionate. Care for one another. Listen to your conscience. Make good decisions. And embrace success. Thank you, and best of luck, class of 2018. This concludes the commencement exercises of the class of 2018. We would appreciate your patience as the administrators and guests on the dais exit. As is our custom, the trustees, then the faculty will follow and form a receiving line extended out from South Hall down this road, directly behind me. The seniors will then recess after us in order to say goodbye and thank the faculty, staff, and trustees in that receiving line. We certainly invite all friends and family that are here to proceed directly to Beaver Gymnasium for the graduation reception. Yes, it's air conditioned. Good afternoon.